Hello everyone and welcome to a slightly different kind of list video. Today, we're diving headfirst into the fascinating and often overlooked world of humane prisons. The ones that seem more focused on rehabilitation rather than just, punishment. Now before you grab your pitchforks and fire up the comments section, a quick disclaimer, this video is not about judging any criminal's life but simply listing the most humane prisons in the world. We're going to be hopping across the globe from the Nordic wonderlands to the land of kiwis and sheep, to explore what makes these institutions stand out. And trust me, it's not just the lack of overflowing toilets and rats the size of small dogs. We'll be looking at everything from their locations and facilities to their rehabilitation programs and overall treatment of inmates. So, buckle up, grab a snack, preferably something that doesn't remind you of prison food, and let's get right into it. Our first stop takes us to the chilly but beautiful nation of Norway, where we find Bastøy Prison, located on Bastøy Island. Now, I know what you're thinking. Island prison? Sounds like Alcatraz with fjords. But trust me, this is not your typical lockup. Inmates have their own cottages, for God's sake. Cottages! You know, those cute little houses with window boxes and maybe a gnome or two. But it's not just the adorable housing arrangements that make Bastøy stand out. This minimum security prison houses around 115 inmates and emphasizes rehabilitation through work and personal responsibility. Prisoners hold jobs on the island, from farming to forestry, earning a wage and paying taxes like regular citizens. Think about that for a second. They pay taxes. They probably even file their returns on time, which is more than I can say for myself. Seriously, the IRS should just set up shop on Bastøy. They'd probably collect more outstanding taxes there than anywhere else. But I digress. The point is, Bastøy aims to prepare inmates for life after their sentence, offering them skills and a sense of normalcy that's sadly lacking in many correctional facilities. Plus, the island setting provides a sense of tranquility and encourages self-reflection. It's like a forced retreat, except instead of overpriced yoga classes, you have, well, the whole being in prison thing. But still, it beats being crammed into a cell with a stranger who collects toenail clippings. Next up, we're sticking around in Norway because frankly they're putting the rest of the world to shame when it comes to humane prisons. This time, we're visiting Halden Prison, a maximum security facility that looks more like an IKEA showroom than a place where people are incarcerated. Seriously, they have floor-to-ceiling windows, designer furniture, and stainless steel kitchens. It's enough to make you want to commit a minor felony just to get a glimpse inside. But Halden is about more than just aesthetics. It's designed to be humane and rehabilitative, focusing on the psychological well-being of its inmates. Prisoners have access to a recording studio, a rock climbing wall, and even a library with a guest librarian who comes in twice a week. That's right, a guest librarian. I bet they even remember to return their books on time. The staff at Halden are encouraged to build relationships with the inmates, fostering a sense of community and respect. This approach aims to reduce recidivism by preparing prisoners for a successful reintegration into society. And you know what? It seems to be working. Norway has one of the lowest recidivism rates in the world. So, what's the secret sauce? Well, it's not just the fancy furniture and friendly staff. It's the underlying philosophy that everyone, even those who've committed crimes, deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. It's a radical notion, I know, but one that seems to be paying off. Number 3. Otago Corrections Facility, down under but not down and out. Now let's hop on over to the land of kiwis and Lord of the Rings, shall we? New Zealand, known for its stunning landscapes and questionable taste in flightless birds, is also home to Otago Corrections Facility, a prison that takes a holistic approach to rehabilitation. Forget about concrete jungles and cramped cells. Otago offers its inmates a taste of the great outdoors with its sprawling grounds, gardens, and even a working farm. But Otago is no walk in the park. Well, technically it kind of is, but you get the point. It's still a prison, and inmates are expected to take responsibility for their actions and work towards their rehabilitation. The facility offers a wide range of educational and vocational programs, from carpentry and cooking to literacy and numeracy skills. The goal is to equip prisoners with the tools they need to succeed once they're released. And speaking of release, Otago has a strong focus on reintegration, working closely with inmates and their families to ensure a smooth transition back into society. They even provide assistance with finding housing and employment. It's like a halfway house built into the prison system. They're basically saying, look, you messed up, but we're not going to give up on you. We're going to give you the support you need to turn your life around. Number 4, Solent Tuna Prison Swedish comfort behind bars. Hold on to your meatballs, folks, because we're heading to Sweden, a country known for its minimalist design, delicious pastries, and surprisingly progressive prison system. Solent Tuna Prison, located just outside of Stockholm, is a shining example of Sweden's commitment to humane treatment of inmates. This medium-security facility focuses on creating a sense of normalcy and responsibility, allowing prisoners to cook their own meals, do their laundry, and even manage their own budgets. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't that normal life? And you'd be right. Solent Tuna believes that by mimicking the routines and responsibilities of life outside prison walls, inmates are better prepared for their eventual release. It's like a social experiment, but instead of observing people through two-way mirrors, they're giving them the tools and support they need to become productive members of society. And it's not all work and no play at Solent Tuna. Inmates have access to a variety of recreational activities, including a gym, library, and even a music room, because even though they're incarcerated, they're still human beings with interests and hobbies. Plus, a little bit of music therapy never hurt anyone, right? Solent Tuna Prison is a testament to the idea that rehabilitation doesn't have to mean punishment. Number 5, HMP Addwell, Scotland's rehabilitation revolution. Finally, we're off to Scotland, the land of bagpipes, kilts, and surprisingly progressive prisons. Okay, maybe surprisingly progressive is a bit of a recurring theme here, but that's only because the bar for humane prisons is so low in many parts of the world. Anyway, let's talk about HMP Addwell, a prison that's challenging the status quo with its innovative approach to rehabilitation. Addwell, which opened its doors in 2008, is all about breaking the cycle of reoffending. They do this by focusing on education, vocational training, and addressing the underlying issues that may have led to criminal behavior. They offer programs in everything from anger management and substance abuse to parenting skills and financial literacy. But what really sets Addwell apart is its commitment to working with prisoners to develop individualized rehabilitation plans. They sit down with each inmate, assess their needs, and create a tailored program to help them address their specific challenges and goals. It's like having a personal life coach, except your life coach is also a correctional officer. The staff at Addwell undergo extensive training in communication, conflict resolution, and motivational interviewing. They're taught to treat inmates with respect and dignity, even when enforcing rules and boundaries. It's a tough balance to strike, but one that's essential to creating a rehabilitative environment. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the world of humane prisons. These institutions are challenging the traditional notions of punishment and proving that rehabilitation, not just retribution, should be at the heart of our justice system. Of course, these 5 prisons are just a small sample of the innovative and compassionate approaches to incarceration being implemented around the world. There's still a long way to go, but these examples offer a glimmer of hope that change is possible. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this. And who knows, maybe next time we'll explore the world of prison food. Just kidding. Or am I?